I'm Renee.
And I'm Anthony, and we are the voices, healers, and channelers behind Blue Soul Earth. We connect to higher levels of consciousness to bring forth divine energies, to heal and to teach ancient wisdom.
These energies that we access from higher dimensions largely consist of the ascended masters that humanity across cultures knows really well. They are many, but they speak collectively as one voice. And for simplicity's sake, we call them our spirit team.
How we channel as a couple is very unique. The energies we channel come down through Renee's crown chakra, through her solar plexus, into my solar plexus, and then back up through my crown chakra, and it forms a three-dimensional triangle. That's used to heal and to teach.
These energies flow through us a bit like an infinity 8. The symbolism behind why and how this happens is actually pretty profound.
It's actually accessing divine feminine and divine masculine energies, weaving them together to form one energy to heal and to teach.
We will be channeling different topics in roughly 10 to 15 minute segments that will be part of our Blue Soul Wisdom series.
So if you're just starting out on your spiritual journey,
or if you'd like to access higher levels of consciousness,
or you'd like to take your healing practice to the next level,
then join us.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Renee. And we're going to talk today about unity consciousness. What does it mean? And how do we access it? How do we access these quantum fields of consciousness that we are all part of and can connect to? We are also going to be referencing from the Tablets of Light, the teachings of Thoth of unity consciousness, or sometimes he's referred to as
our guides say, Thoth.
Right. For those of you who know anything about Egyptian culture, history, wisdom, and ancient teachings, you will know about this god of writing, this god of art, this god of wisdom.
This god of philosophy.
And much, much more. So we're going to bring forth our guides now.
Let's do that.
As Anthony connects to our guides and brings them forth from another dimension and another realm, I'm just going to read a little bit from this book, The Tablets of Light. So this is tapping into possibilities of how things are actually actualized. Hello, guys.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you. It's always an honor and privilege to be in your presence, Gaia. Thank you for receiving us.
Thanks, guys. I'm actually reading from the Tablets of Light.
Thoth.
Yes, exactly.
A great God. Wisdom, knowledge, power.
Indeed. I love this beautiful example of a children's book called A Wrinkle in Time. A Wrinkle in Time speaks about a tesseract. From the perspective of this book, time is a line, and in order to time travel, one can create a wrinkle in this timeline and put the ends together, so to speak. This is jumping of dimensions. When you have the capacity to shorten the distance by folding the line, what you are choosing to experience within and without is much easier than if you are putting in the miles to arrive at your destination. Are you tuned in? Are you awake? And are you in this aware consciousness state?
What can we say about the Tablets of Light? What can we say about folding time? A wrinkle in time. Timelines, soul streams coming together, jumping from one to another, if you will. We told you before, we will tell you again that your streams of your soul create timelines. These timelines are very close together, similar to your hair. It is sometimes hard to separate them, but you can separate each hair, but many times the timelines run together. These are the deja vu effects. Now sometimes also if you decide to take one timeline and not run completely from one end to the other, you can fold it. like time and space, if you will. And there you're able to go or jump into one to experience it and jump out of it, if you will.
Now, how would you explain this to those of us who are so accustomed on a daily basis to thinking in linear time and in linear ways?
Stop. Don't think in a linear manner, because that's not how things truly are. You see things from the beginning into the end. However, there is no beginning and there is no end. As we told you from the beginning, everything is like a circle. Circular, circular, circular motions. One running into another. Linear is nothing more than a way to control you. Do you understand? It is like saying that you must prepare your body, you must prepare your soul for death, for that you are a sinner. Because from the beginning of birth, you are birthed in sin, and you must prepare your body for death, so that you may go to God. But during that linear moment, during that linear time, you are constantly separated. But you're not. This is telling you that you are not separate from universal consciousness and that you are together with it. It's another way to get to enlightenment. That's all. You can literally fold time and space. Now, we told you that time and space really doesn't exist because you are the time and space. So if that's true, then what you need to do is fold yourself. That is why we always tell you, be flexible of mind, body, and spirit.
So how do we fold ourselves? We're existing in multiple realities.
That is a good question. You're literally taking the hairs on your head, the timelines that you have created, and you're pulling on them. We told you before that when you remember something, through all of the books that you're reading right now, we are pulling timelines through you. Everything now starts to seem like it's all coming together, doesn't it? Nothing seems like it's separate anymore. All of these hairs seem to form one beautiful head of hair, doesn't it? You see, Renee, Gaia, all of these timelines come together now. It is up to you how you want to separate them, fold them together if you choose, put one here, put one there. They're like the movie in Harry Potter, where you pull up a memory, and it looks like a little wisp of hair or light. That's what the timelines are. They're nothing more than little wisps of light.
Now, are they memories and imprints, or are they more a list of possibilities and probabilities?
They're a little bit of both. They are memories of things that once were, things that once will be. But let's say you want to take this timeline and you want to combine it to this one. You put it together and you create something new. You create a new reality. You create a new experience. You see, your ability as a soul is enormous because you have the ability to create your own timelines by taking and folding them together as one. You bring light to something new.
When we channel Mary Magdalene or Miriam of Magdala, she comes through into this timeline, but her energy is also in other timelines.
That is correct.
is what she is communicating through us as the soul of the body who once walked the earth plane as Mary of Magdala 2,000 years ago. When she comes through and connects, is she not affecting the timeline of Miriam of Magdala and Jeshua of over 2,000 years ago? If there's no past, there's no future, cannot timelines here affect those timelines and vice versa?
They can. And they do. Does the soul will it? Most often it does. So the timelines that when she comes through during this particular timeline, does it affect the timelines that once were or the memories that once were? Yes, they do. You're literally changing the past that doesn't even exist. What you're doing is you are adding a frequency or a new timeline, and you are creating something wholly new. You are creating a new vibration.
A vibration where a female apostle and her voice is actually being heard.
That is correct. We are creating a new reality. A reality in which her and Yeshua worked together and they were considered to be equal. You are creating a religion of both female and male energies coming together to teach as one. In a sense, a timeline in which both female and male come together, teach as one to create something new.
In this particular section called Transcending Linear Time, we are collecting branches from various dimensions to create your nest of unity consciousness and to return your awareness to that crystal clarity. You can bend reality, fabricate a moment to be whole, to be peaceful, to be still, because it already is. And so a lot of this book throughout and the channelings is really about making a conscious choice. And that is a conscious choice, the invitation to include separation beliefs into wholeness. So in other words, move your sense and your idea or your perceptions of separateness of who you are or who you think you are, your perception of that separateness, into wholeness and into unity consciousness of being.
Yes. Take away those thoughts of linear thinking and perceptions and combine them with wholeness, circles, things that are infinite. And in there you will find your unity of consciousness. And with that we will leave.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us. And thank you to all of your students who are receiving us at this time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And off they go to another dimension and to another timeline. We are part of the whole. We were all connected. The thousands of guides that come through and speak as one collective voice are now off in the other realms, although they're actually still here with us. We just can't see them.
But they're here, believe me.
All the time.
Thank you for sharing this time with us. We look forward to meeting with you again.
And think about unity consciousness as your place to go when you're feeling separate, when you're feeling alone, and when you're feeling like there's no hope. For we are all interconnected on this planet and in this universe.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks so much.